candidates.
ABC Action News is keeping you informed this election year. We're offering candidates in the major races 5 minutes to talk about the issues. Here's Serena Fazan with tonight's Democracy 2010 profile.
Thank you so much, Lori, for being with us today and part of Democracy 2010.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, you are currently the Supervisor of Elections for Polk County. What made you pursue this seat being vacated by Adam Putnam, and what professional and personal skills could you bring?
Well, the reason I decided to run for this seat is I'm tired of the partisan bickering. And beyond that, I think that middle-class, regular working people are being ignored or maybe have been totally forgotten in Washington, D.C. And I want an opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to help those people gain a voice.
Okay. And what about the federal stimulus? I want to talk about the federal stimulus package. You know, it has sent billions of dollars here to the state of Florida, meant to create and even save jobs. Do you feel that it's hurting the economy more than helping it? Do you support it?
Well, I think that the stimulus did some good things, and primarily the good things that I think that the stimulus bill did is at a time when we were at the brink of financial disaster when that bill was put into place. That saved the jobs for thousands of teachers in the Bay Area and thousands of firefighters, as well as police officers. So I think that's some of the good things about the stimulus bill. Like most government spending, though, there's a lot of bad that we can say about it. I'm sure there's some waste in there. I'm sure that we need better oversight. And I'm sure there's probably some projects we could do without. So I would not be against looking into that. But at the time, when we were in such dire financial situations, I think it saved many people's jobs, people that are still employed today because of the stimulus bill.
I want to switch now to health care reform. Florida's Attorney General is really leading an effort to overturn President Barack Obama's health care reform package. My question to you, do you agree with the reform package, or would you change part of it, all of it?
I would certainly like to change some of it, but I do not agree with the efforts, or the suggested efforts that we throw it out, that we scrap it. I think that that health care reform legislation, while there are things it didn't accomplish, one of the things that it did accomplish is end some of the most harmful practices, most abusive practices that we have seen from health insurance companies. Health insurance companies have been calling the shots for way too long, as far as I'm concerned. And now, as a result of that legislation, people cannot be denied coverage because of pre-existing conditions, and out-of-pocket costs will be capped, okay? So that average people will not go bankrupt if they have the misfortune of being sick, even though they've been paying their health insurance premiums all along. That's just the start. There are many good things in the bill. I'll tell you where it fell short, though, in a very important way. It still has not addressed the fact that costs are way out of control. And until we get those costs under control, those health care costs, our economy will never be what we want it to be.
Obviously an issue that you're extremely passionate about. I want to now go to the Bush tax cuts. Now, they are set to expire this year, and as you know, the debate centers on whether they should continue for the wealthiest 3% of Americans, essentially adding a third of $1 trillion to our debt. How do you feel about that?
I agree with the 97% of the people who are not the wealthiest 3%, and I think that we should maintain the cuts for the people who are working hard. Like I said earlier, the people that I think are being forgotten, but I don't know that we need to give any more breaks for the ultra-rich.
The second part of that question, though, if you don't let them expire, it could essentially raise taxes for everyone else.
Only if someone feels the need to hold the middle-class tax cuts hostage, which is what's going on now. And that's what I said a minute or two ago. I am so tired of the partisan bickering and posturing and taking these serious issues like the economy, like our environment, our jobs, our taxes, and playing games with them. I mean, it's just, I know it's making me disgusted, and I'm sure that's true of many voters.
We don't have that much time left, but I do want to ask you, what is your position on our continued involvement in Afghanistan, and when do you think we should pull the troops out, and how many do you think we should pull out?
Well, I think that my only interest is our security. And I think we can accomplish that over time without having hundreds of thousands or even tens of thousands of troops over there. So I am supportive of withdrawal of those troops. And as I understand it, the plan that was put in place most recently says that will happen by next summer. And I think that's a reasonable time frame. I mean, I'd like to see everybody home tomorrow. I certainly would like to see them all home for Christmas.
Well, thank you so much, Lori Edwards, and thank thank you so much for joining us on Democracy 2010. Lori Edwards, once again, is your Democratic nominee for Congress in the 12th District. Election Day is November the 2nd. Back to you.